Ever since I received the Canon R5 Mark II just a week and a half ago, I've been on a journey trying to figure out cinematic shots in RAW. And I have found out something about myself. I absolutely suck. But it is a journey that I want to bring you on with me. So we're going to go outside where there's a ton of noise at night, because nighttime is the right time for this dude to do some videos. And so we're going to go out there. We're going to creep some people out. We're going to do some weird things. It's going to get weird pretty fast, mostly at the end. This is future Jared talking about past Jared. You're going to see. And so we're going to do that. I'm going to show you how I've been grading it. It does get a little noisy. It is sRAW, so small RAW, 4K RAW, 24 frames per second. And it is the light version. So that might introduce some more noise, but it cleans up pretty well inside of DaVinci Resolve. So be gentle with me with your critiques, because now we are going into the night. Like outside. We'll do it now. Okay, it is nighttime. It is ISO 4000 because that's actually very clean. Once you go from 800 and up, when you get to about 2000, it gets really messy, and then about 4000 ISO, it cleans up again. So it's got to have a dual ISO, maybe 800 and 4000. From my testing, that's what that shows. So this might be over too much. I don't know. I might be getting blown out a little bit on my face. If you thought I was horrible at grading RAW in daylight, it's only going to get worse now. So I'm going to turn off this light and just go by the ambient light, see what we can do in pulling that up. Then we're going to go around the block. I have a park over there. We're going to creep some people out and get some night shots over there as well, and see what sRAW light in 24 frames per second looks like. So there is a car coming at me right now, not literally, but down the road right here. Actually, yep, there we go. So I have some lighting on me briefly, and it is gone. That is pretty much it. This is a kind of a main road in our historic neighborhood right here. So we have the old, I don't know how old they are, but we've got old lights back here. Back in the day, there were the lanterns. You had to light them at night, so somebody always went by. Look at, we're vlogging at night. I look like a creep, but that's just how I am. That's how I roll here. All right, let's walk a little bit further. Yeah, this is like a nice little vlog here. So again, 15 millimeters, and IBIS is on. And so the wobble, how is it? Is it bad? Is it mediocre? Is there anybody in this playground right here? So I was gonna swing up there, but then I thought that might look a little weird. Yeah, I'm holding a tripod way out. This is the new way of vlogging, middle-aged style. I always found it, look, I'm on a slant. ADD again. I have found it hard to grade log, you know, in these situations. I can only imagine that grading RAW could be a little bit easier when it comes to the white balance end of things. So I come to this school at night because I'm not welcomed here during the day. Okay, it's definitely dark. I wish that I had 1.8. Maybe the Sigma, what is the Sigma? 18 to 35? Maybe that would be the way to go, because that's a 1.8. Probably a little noisy, but I don't own one. So if you have one that you want to get rid of, feel free to send it my way. Here's the school. So it might be hard to see, especially if my grading sucks. So the school was originally, I think, part of a Catholic church back like over 100 years ago, where the nuns stayed. What do they call it? The nunnery or something like that? It's where the nuns stayed, and this was converted to a school decades ago. And so, yeah, it's got like a 4th floor, asbestos up there. Yeah, they don't want kids up there. If you're wondering, I am using the Peak Design Travel tripod. This thing, freaking awesome. Link is below. I do use it quite a bit. I leave it in my car all the time, and I use it for these videos, especially if I'm gonna be moving on to something. Yeah, that'll be good. It's dark. Can you even pick up the white color really well on these hydrangeas? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah. Yeah, what is the color like at night? It's not, I've got some awesome light hitting my face on this one. Right there is a old historic house. It was called the Martin home. It's called Hazelwood now, but the Martins owned it back like 130, 140 years ago. Now, can you tell that I am an architectural photographer who loves architecture? I mean, I live in an old historic neighborhood. I just love this place. So I could talk about it all day long. Oh my gosh, it feels like I'm flying a drone looking at this footage. 15 to 35 definitely rocks with the IBIS. Can't go wrong with it. Unless it just looked bad to you, then it's bad. Ignore what I just said. Let's go play on the playground.
'Cause you know I really tried to put my feelings to the side. Drifted away into the tide, but now it's maybe bye. I know, let go, let it go. I know, let go, let it go.
So this has been a learning curve for me because I've never owned a camera that could shoot raw video before. And so the editing process, although can be a little complicated, gets easier over time. Now, I am not a colorist. I am not perfect at it. I am learning. A lot of you are better than me, and you're giving me awesome pointers, and I appreciate it. But what I figured out is nighttime is not the right time. It is a very difficult time to shoot footage. Obviously, you want to be lit well. You want good lighting. You can see in front of that sign that I had some decent lighting. Under a lamppost, I had decent lighting. In the dark, it just doesn't look good. And maybe that's good for everybody else when I was playing on the playground. Nobody wants to see that. But it was fun. It was really fun. Will I continue to shoot in sRAW 4K, light, or the full RAW codec? Probably. I love the leverage in color grading this. The white balance correction, also the ISO correction in post is so easy, and it cleans up your footage pretty nice. And especially in 60 frames per second, sRAW is great for architecture and video walkthroughs with real estate. I'm loving it, which makes it very difficult for me to have a camera like this, the R6 Mark II. The R5 II has ruined this camera for me, and I love this camera. But now that I have this raw shooting capabilities, I wish I had two R5 IIs right now. And maybe the R6 III in the future will have that same kind of feature where it'll complement the R5 II. Do you like when we go on field trips, in the park at night and do weird things like that? Is that something you're interested in? If so, leave a comment below because I'll go on some weirder ones. I'm obviously not afraid of looking like a fool in public. And if you do like this kind of content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more weirdness out of me. It's just normal for me to be weird. Oh, and don't forget to check out these videos because you might be new here. And if you are, you miss these videos. They're super important. They are like the prequel to this one. Probably not, but check it out.